Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the Holiday Inn for the very last Lighthouse Club of the year. Can't believe it, it's November already, and it's been quite a year for the Lighthouse Club. They've done so many events, well, of course, every single month, at all the best hotels in and around Pattaya. Over that time, they've raised hundreds of thousands of baht, which has went to the Melissa Cosgrove Children's Foundation, which basically means that they build things like well, I don't know, kindergartens in the workers' camps. They also look after kids. There's been flooding. People have had the houses inundated with electricity and water, or rather electric shocks, and Tracy has came to their aid. Events like tonight will raise over 100,000 baht, which will go straight to helping people directly in our community. Now, is it a networking event? Well, you know what, there's over 300 people here already, and it's only 7 o'clock. So yes, of course it's a networking event, and it's going to be great fun. Tonight the sponsor is Heights Holding stroke Vistas, and they've got a number of projects, and we're going to be speaking to them in a little bit of time. So who else we're going to speak to? We're also going to speak to Case.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Hi there. Do you remember me from last year?
I'm filming, sorry.
Oh, sorry, I didn't notice that, but I remember you from last year.
Hang on. Miss Philippines.
Yes.
Miss
Claire
Philippines.
Harlow from the Miss International Queen. Last year, 2010.
Yes. Now I interviewed you at
the bed.
At the bed supper club. Yes, which is gone now. Yeah, but you're here.
Yes.
What
and you're also here. You're covering this charity event or this networking event.
But you're from the Philippines. What are you doing back in Thailand?
Well, I'm back for the holiday and for this event. Somebody invited me to be in this networking event.
Really?
Yeah.
But tonight is also the International Queen.
Yeah, it's a pageant night tonight at the Tiffany Theater.
Okay, so you're not competing this year?
No, not this year.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done with it. I'm done with it, and I had enough. So I'm
been there, done that.
Yes, and I had fun. Yeah.
Okay. All
yeah.
right. So have you met any of this year's contestants?
Yeah, I've met earlier. I went there for the rehearsal, and I've met some, the few of the candidates. Yeah, and they're all beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, still from the Philippines, still pretty, and also from Thailand. Yeah.
Okay. So who's your favorite for this year?
Well, all of them were beautiful, but I think I like the one from Thailand.
Okay.
Yeah, the winner for the Tiffany Universe.
Ah, right.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
she's pretty. She's cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, of course, it's going to be shown on live on TV.
Yeah, I think.
And of course, all the Thais will be rooting for her. But last year it was a mini Han from Korea.
Yeah, from Korea.
Right?
Yeah. Well, she's a good friend of mine. I'm so happy that she won the crown. Yeah.
Well,
she deserves it. Yeah.
Well, she does deserve it, and she's a great-looking girl.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
And so you, Claire. It's nice to see you.
Oh yeah, nice to see you too, Paul.
Yeah, nice dress, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay, well, listen. Enjoy your night. You're going to do some networking, right?
I think so. I would be. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to speak
anyway, I'll go somewhere, and nice to meet you again.
All right.
Yeah. Enjoy the night.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Okay, cheers, Claire. Right, we're going to speak to the sponsors, Heights Holding, and it's about time we caught up with at least one of the board members of the Lighthouse Club. Case Kuipers, I think, is the man we need to speak to. We'll also be talking about another event that will be coming up, which some people think is Lighthouse Club, but it's not. It's Movers and Shakers, and it is the biggest corporate networking. Actually, it must be even not just in the Eastern Seaboard, it must be in Thailand. Last year was a massive success, and I'm sure this year will be. And we'll be speaking to some of the other colourful characters here tonight, and you never know, it could be another ladyboy. Stay tuned. Okay, now I promised you Case Kuipers, and I have the man here. Case, I think we'll talk about Lighthouse for the year, but let's talk about how it started, because I think it was about 2.5, 3 years ago it started in Pattaya. And with the greatest of respect, it was a few of the usual suspects from some of the other networking events, and you would meet at a pub, and these were pretty low-key events. Now, tonight, I have a friend who came along with me tonight and said, she said, well, it starts at 6, we can get there at 7. I said, no, You got to be there.
Starts
at 6.
at 6.
It starts at 6. It's unbelievable what you have done and the other committee members have done in really the space of about a year and a half. Really, I think is the important time, right?
Yeah, we started April last year. First event we, let's say, reorganized was at the Hard Rock, which was in April, and from there on it just continued growing. I remember when Lighthouse did their last event in the old format, which was visiting either Jameson's, the Irish pub, or Shenanigans, which was fine, but people lost interest because the community, the number of guests, didn't really grow. Now, if you go to a network event and you constantly meet the same people, you probably lose interest and you might decide to go to the cinema next time rather than to join another event. So we started using Facebook, we started using contacts that I gathered and other committee members gathered, and focused a little bit more on the Eastern Seaboard industrials. Local business people, entrepreneurs, that are plenty of them here in Pattaya. And well, the result is what you can see here. There's 300 plus people here, which is not different from any other event that we've organized this year altogether, and this is actually the last one of the year. So it's been very, very successful. The feedback that I'm getting from most of the people that visit a Lighthouse event is that they're really very pleased to come, because every time they tell me, you know, I just meet so many different nice, interesting people here, and they use it to, you know, to grow their own little network, to generate more business out of it. And so yes, it's a very good, probably one of the most prominent corporate network events at the moment in Eastern Seaboard.
Sure. So, well, it's been quite a year, really. I mean, it is unbelievable, really, how it's went, how many people have came, and also it's worth mentioning that, you know, some of the stalwarts, if you like, who were clinging on at the chamber events, nothing against them, they've been slowly, I wouldn't use the word migrating, but they've been slowly coming to see what Lighthouse Club's all about.
It's true. Actually, quite of their members, they join Lighthouse anyway. I think there's always one hand to wash the other.
Sure.
Out of a point of interest and a point of loyalty to them, I always go to visit the Ost Chamber. I always go to visit the British Chamber.
Sure.
I try to...
I know that as Town and Country you support them financially and sponsor them as well.
Of course, yes, I do. Because for them, that's also an important group. I go to corporate network functions in Bangkok a lot. I just want to keep my finger on the pulse about what's happening, and I like to meet new people. New people is new perspectives and new, you know, potential contacts. Yes, they come to Lighthouse, but they also come to Lighthouse on a very much individual way, not to say, hey, listen, I'm the member of the British Chamber of Commerce. No, they come, they really enjoy it.
I think that from what I know of you cases, that what you've inspired people to do, because you are very good at connecting people, and at the end, you know, because you're a real estate guy, how do you benefit? Well, you benefit as Kees Kuipers as a person who's respected it in the community, and I think that has transferred onto members of people of the Lighthouse Club now. I'm not blowing smoke up your...
No, not really, no. It transferred, and that's one of the main reasons why I'm doing it. There's actually two main reasons. My company, Town and Country Property, we do have a soft spot. We're not the real estate broker that is printing money, you know, regardless on what people are buying or whatsoever. So we run a CSR program within our company. We try to give something back to the community. Now, Lighthouse for me and for my company is a perfect excuse to be involved with, because regardless, whatever you're doing or whatever any of the other guests is doing, maybe being active in media like yourself, or advertising, or any other branch, it doesn't matter. Everybody needs properties in the end of the day. So it doesn't help me as a person, you know, people know Kees Kuipers because, you know, he's a long-term resident. It helps branding my company, Town and Country Property, to build up a certain image as, you know, they're quite okay people to talk with, apart from we're trying to be a very professional partner for people that are looking for real estate, but we're also part of a community here in the Eastern Seaboard that is actually, with the work that we're doing for Lighthouse, trying to put Pattaya on the map where it belongs. And many people in the past, especially the ones that are not familiar with Pattaya, they actually look down on Pattaya. And I think that's the most ridiculous thing on earth, because, you know, if you're a bar lawyer, and it's especially those that say, oh, Pattaya, you know, oh, that's just a fisher's village, nothing is happening there, they only have a few beer bars and that's it. It's probably those that never been to Pattaya. So,
well, they're lost, right?
Pattaya right now probably has a population of what, somewhat 700,000 people living here. It's a city, it's a true city. And when customers call me sometimes, hey, I'm arriving next week, you know, and what's the best place to go down in Walking Street? I could not give them an answer. I haven't been to Walking Street for 5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, okay, all right. Listen, I mentioned in my introduction that this was the last Lighthouse Club of the year. But on the 2nd of December, am I right, the 2nd?
2nd, yeah.
There will be the Movers and Shakers. Now, people often get confused by the two because there's a kind of a bleed between it, because there are a lot of the people who come to Lighthouse are the people who come to Movers and Shakers. So let's just draw a line in the sand,
okay,
and tell our viewers what